Welcome to Exploring Appalachia. Today, Matt and myself and his dad, the Google, AB Dad Kendall, are here in Bristol, Virginia, Bristol, Tennessee, back and forth, switching it around. That's because we're on historic State Street here in Bristol. And right now, we're starting things out here on the Tennessee side. We're in Tennessee right now at the historic Paramount Theater here in Bristol. This place is pretty cool. I've actually been to a few shows here. I've seen Jason Isbell in the 400 unit here. I've seen Todd Snyder here. Interestingly, in 2005, the very first Comic Con I went to was in the Paramount, the RobCon. They ran it in the Paramount that year, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, it's, right now not a lot of stuff going on because of COVID. I mean, as you can see, a lot of cool stuff happening. So that Cody Jinks show is, I think it's an all-acoustic Cody Jinks show. I've been interested in that. Plus, Robert Cray, Trace Adkins, some other people that I'm not really sure they are. Yeah, we're going to stroll down State Street here and check out a few more things and follow us along as we explore Appalachia. And right here beside the Paramount is the Theater Bristol. This is like a small theater for like a local performance troupe. Some of you who have kept up with the Arson Brothers entertainment endeavors know that we ran a showing of the Rocky Horror Picture Show in October of 2019. This at the Theater Bristol, they usually run an actual Rocky Horror show, like the play that the movie's based on in October. And I got to check it out in like 2006. It was a lot of fun. So yeah, they do a lot of cool little local shows and stuff in here. Great little theater ensemble that if you're into that kind of stuff, you should check out.
Yeah, I like the tobacco wagon over here.
Yeah, that Sidetrack Tobacco has been there for a long time. They sell a lot of nice cigars, especially cigarettes. You get your Dunhills and your other fancy smokes there. And they got a cool little truck outside. All right, we're kind of on the side of State Street here. I'm not real sure. I guess this is 6th, but down here on 6th they have Gold Ship Records, which is a really cool local record label. Wayne Graham, I think, was on that record label. He's kind of making the festival circuits now. There's a few other really good artists that Gold Ship has put out, so I think you can find them on Facebook and probably online if you want to check out Gold Ship Records. If you're into that, it's kind of like, alt country-ish Americana style stuff, most of it, so really good stuff though. Check out Gold Ship. It says Uncle Sam's Loan Office. This is one of the older pawn shops in the area. If you know any local musicians from around the Tri-Cities or Southwest Virginia, they've probably come in here. It's a big place for buying instruments. They always have good deals on instruments in there. They also have a deli counter, which, an old school deli counter. I'm sure it's closed right now because of COVID restrictions, because it looks like nobody's in there. But yeah, Uncle Sam's is just an old standing pawn shop that's been here forever. Have all kinds of cool stuff in there. And across the street on the Virginia side, we have the Grand Antique Store, and there's all kinds of cool stuff in there as well. I don't know if you can see the picture on the sign there with some country legends. Looks like Mural and Hank and Johnny Cash, George Jones, Conway. Yeah, always all kinds of interesting stuff. It's a two-story antique store, so you can go through both stories, and they have all kinds of stuff in there.
Done.
Working on the railroad, sleeping on the ground, eating saltine crackers, 10 cents a pound. Big balls in Cowtown will all go down. Big balls in Cowtown will dance around. Put on your new shoes, put on your gown, and shake off those sad blues. Big balls in town, oh, big balls in Cowtown will all go down. Big balls in Cowtown will dance around. Put on your new shoes, put on your gown, and shake off those sad blues. The big balls in town, oh, big balls in Cowtown will all go down. Big balls in Cowtown will dance around. Come here, mother, hold this guy here. I'll stay in Cowtown, I'll stick around. Well, board up your windows, big balls in town. Big balls in Cowtown will all go down. Big balls in Cowtown will dance around. I'll stay in Cowtown, I'll stick around. Well, board up your windows, big balls in town. Oh, big balls in Cowtown will all go down. Big balls in Cowtown will dance around. Big balls in Cowtown will all go down. Big balls in Cowtown will dance around. Oh, big balls in Cowtown will all go down. Big balls in Cowtown, big balls in
All right, we just saw some awesome street performers here on State Street. Those guys are great. Some of the traditional music known for the area. Bristol, of course, the birthplace of country music, as they say. Yeah, those guys were tearing it up. Some of the local eateries here on State Street. We have the 620 State across the street. Borderline Billiards. State Line down there on the corner. The Bristol Bagel and Bakery. The Bristol Escape Room, the Tri-Cities Escape Room down there. I've not done that, but I know Matt's been wanting us to hit up some escape rooms eventually, so that might be one we try to hit up. And then here on the Virginia side, we have all of this shops and stuff, the antique stores, little boutique style stores here. And then, of course, a Quaker Steak and Lou's there at the corner, and the Fudgery there. Right.
right, over here on the right, you'll see the famous Burger Bar, the last known place that Hank Williams Sr. was seen alive. Make sure you check out our AB Eats on the Burger Bar.
Across the street on Tennessee side, we have O'Mannon's Pub and Grill. They little Irish pub there. They have some music there occasionally. And beside it, the Angry Italian, which had previously been on 6th Street, where we were filming earlier, but has been moved down here to the old McAdoo's building. McAdoo's went out of business. Angry Italian took over this building. It's a little bit bigger. Angry Italian's always on the list of the best restaurants in the Tri-Cities. Classic Chicago-style deep dish pizza. All right, this is the stone here has a historic marker talking about Ernest Pop Stoneman, who was involved in the Bristol sessions there. Looks like his Dixie Mountaineers, consisting of his wife, Hattie Frost Mom Stoneman, with friends and relatives. According to the Library of Congress, it says Mom Stoneman was the first woman of importance in country music. So as we mentioned earlier, Bristol, very historic concerning the birth of country music and country music being put onto record. You know, of course, it's a old-timey mountain songs have been passed down from generation to generation, but there's been no recordings of them. It's just been, you know, what you had heard your ancestors play, so you played it. So thanks to the Bristol sessions, it's kind of the first time that, you know, that music was recorded and preserved for people to enjoy in the future. One of the many murals here on State Street depicting the old-time Bristol. Interestingly, here at the Wells Fargo, where this mural is, they have a little key telling you about the mural. King College, where my wife has her master's degree from, now King University. The iconic Bristol, Virginia sign, which you'll see in this video. Joe Wood's band featuring Tennessee champion trick fiddler Leslie Keith. Now, that's some trick fiddling right there. That guy we saw earlier, he was doing it good, but he wasn't laying on his head and fiddling. State Street Brewing Company, one of the local breweries down here in Bristol. There's a few scattered around the area. I think this might be the only one that's actually on State Street, but there's you know, Elysium or Sessions Brewing, a couple of others. I can't remember them all, but yeah, this one is one of the newer ones, but it is right here on State Street. Some of the great blues legends here is on the side of the Delta Blues restaurant. You got what, Robert Johnson down there at the end, B.B. King, what was it, Buddy Guy maybe? I don't know. And what's got the washbox one? I'm gonna tell you how it's gonna be. I can't remember his name, but you know it is. You'll remember. 8th Street, also known as the Carter Family Way. Of course, the Carter family being led by A.P. Carter, part of some of those early Bristol recordings. Maybe better known worldwide for June Carter, who of course married Johnny Cash, June Carter Cash. You know, the feature film Walk the Line about Johnny and June, a lot of songs about Johnny and June. So June Carter, of course, part of that historic Carter family. Hey, so, you know, it's kind of hard walking around State Street all day filming and talking, so we got a little part. Matt, you know, he's been behind the camera all day. He's finally stepping out in front of it.
That's right, working up a sweat. He got me out here filming. I had to have a brewski.
So we got us a couple of smoke shows here at State Street Brewing. It's a Cherrywood Smoked
amber ale.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, really cool little spot here, and I'm enjoying all of the State Street tour he kind of taking us on here, because I'm fairly new to around this region myself.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and we're going to keep on moving down. We've almost made it to the end of the street, so we're going to enjoy these brewskis and then wrap up this episode. All right, we're here in front of one of the most famous murals here in the Bristol State Street area, commemorating the classic Bristol sessions. The Birthplace of Country Music mural here. You got Jimmy Rogers, the Stonemans we mentioned earlier, the Carter family there, AP and Mother Maybelle and Sarah, and Ralph Peer. Towards the end, Lark Amusements sells pinball, video games, jukeboxes, pretty much AB, Ox, Big Tony's. Just, man, love this place.
That's amazing.
Let him loose in here, you take it all home. And we've pretty much made it to the end. The Cascade Draft House here, they have about 30 different beers on tap. Local and national craft beers. They keep a food truck there in the back for eating. And after that, you know, it's just the end of the street pretty much. Here at the corner of State Street and Volunteer Parkway. Volunteer Parkway, of course, being the road that takes you out to BMS, the old last great Coliseum. So they've got a big sign here counting down to the next Food City race here at Bristol, the spring race. And this cool guitar to commemorate, you know, the history, the musical history. All right, behind me we have a couple of the newer additions here to State Street, down here at the corner where Volunteer Parkway and State Street meet. We have the Southern Craft barbecue restaurant. It is delicious. I went down here with my family a couple of weeks ago, and it was so good. And Southern Craft is attached to the new Sessions Hotel, which some of the Sessions rooms are in the same building there as Southern Craft, and some other over here to the right on the building where the King and Intimidator mural will be shown here just a second is. So yeah, this is probably the newest hotel here in downtown Bristol. They haven't been open real long, maybe less than a year, but it's, from what I understand, it's very nice. I've never been to the hotel, but the restaurant is really great. This is one of the oldest murals here in Bristol. This has been here since I was a kid. Unfortunately, I guess they had to cut out a little bit of it to put in the windows for the hotel rooms, but yeah, this mural has been here forever, commemorating the race down here in Bristol. One of the most famous things about the Bristol area. They have Dale Earnhardt, the Intimidator, along with the King, Richard Petty, classic 43 there, and the old black and white number 3 Goodrich Plus. I guess at the time that this was painted, these were probably the only 2 7-time champions. And of course, Jimmy Johnson being added to that list since then. But it's pretty awesome. I love this mural. Well, we've made it from one street to the other, and here we are approaching the famous Bristol sign. Bristol, Virginia, Bristol, Tennessee, a good place to live. And we want to thank all of you who tuned in for the video. And Matt, tell them a little bit about where they can find us.
All right, be sure to subscribe right here, the Arson Brothers Network. You can click the bell icon. It'll tell you anytime we drop a video. Check us out on Facebook, Arson Brothers Entertainment. Arson Brothers Entertainment on Instagram. All links are in the comments below.
All right, we'll see you next time on Exploring Appalachia.